Very good morning to you and welcome back to Morning Live right here on SABC2 and SABC News. Well, Spaza Shop owners in Gauteng will gather with government and the private sector at the Spaza Shop Summit held right here in Johannesburg today. Now, the attendees will exchange ideas on how to work together to improve their skills, sustain and grow businesses of this very nature. But to tell us more, we're now joined by the hosts of this event. That's the MEC for Economic Development in the province, Lebogang Maile, as well as Monageng, who is a Spaza Shop owner. Gentlemen, a very warm good morning. Thank you for coming.
Morning, and thanks for having us.
Thank you. Let's start with you, MEC. I understand the province is working, towards this township summit, Spaza Shop rather summit, to try and revitalize, the projects of Spaza Shops, modernize it, reindustrialize it. But how do you think the summit will benefit Spaza Shops specifically?
It will benefit Spaza Shops because it will be an opportunity for them to get to tap into the knowledge and skills of the big retailers like the Pick n Pay, Massmart, who would be at the summit. But they will also share ideas amongst themselves on how best can they improve their networks and organize themselves, because if they don't organize themselves so that they can get better prices, they can even look at potential of manufacturing some of the products that they're selling. Because one of the biggest problem now is that there's been an outcry of foreign nationals taking over the Spaza Shops because of how they are organized and all that. But the real issue, it's not necessarily that the foreign nationals have taken over, but it's the fact that both the local Spaza Shop owners and the foreign nationals, at the end of the day, they're selling products that they are not responsible for producing and manufacturing. So this, I hope, will help them to organize themselves in the long run to look at how best can they start a process of using their own networks, because this is a huge network. You've got a lot of Spaza Shops, thousands in the townships, and if they were to be better coordinated, develop the skills, get the funding, which is that's where government comes in, I think they can grow to become bigger and better business people. Right.
Mr. Monageng, take me through some of the challenges that you face as Spaza Shop owners in the township specifically. I know Mr. Maile has mentioned quite a few, including foreign nationals occupying most of that space, but also the introduction of, I guess, bigger malls and bigger shopping centers. I'm sure play a huge role there.
Yeah, like the MEC has said, because of we lack this coordination, of working together. Actually, he's spot on saying that the most challenge that we actually face, it's we are actually individuals. We're working alone while we actually buying the same thing. If you were to look at the township shops or spazas, how they are structured, you find that there are 7 doors or 5 doors, in a row.
True.
Yeah. Where we sell almost the same thing. And we are sort of competing among ourselves, where we're supposed to be actually coming together and turning that into a bigger business, where the community will have everything. Now, I think that's where the big business took advantage, seeing that our people actually we really don't understand actually the business. Like the MEC is saying that we lack the knowledge and the skills, Yeah, now they've seen that loophole that, these people are not actually aware of a collective working.
Right.
So they come with these big shops, and obviously the people will never come to us. They'll go to the big shops.
But if anything, what do you plan to take from the Spaza Shop Summit?
Well, if I can say right now what really happened, when we were with the MEC in Klaptown during the revitalization of the township shops, businesses, because they were not really saying about Soweto, the revitalization of South African businesses. We actually, the MEC actually touched a raw nerve there, because he said we actually looking for money, because always we are actually asking for money. We are looking for handouts, which is really not on. He said, look, I can give you a lot of money, but what do you do with that money?
Yeah.
because we actually got monies. Actually, there were grants that we got from the government, and up to now we're still crying. We're still saying no, it's not enough.
Yeah.
We're giving about 50,000.
That's a huge.
That's a lot of money. That's a boost.
Let me take it back to the MEC. What do you aim to achieve with this summit? What's basically on the agenda? Because we've heard it numerous times, government talking about the township economy and how they want to focus on boosting the township economy. What do you say is your long-term plan?
Yeah, well, this should be seen as part of that broader program of revitalizing our township economies, because there are a whole range of things that must happen in order to get our people to appreciate and embrace this township economic revitalization, because it cannot succeed without the participation of the entrepreneurs themselves, and it also cannot succeed without collaboration of the township-based entrepreneurs with those that are in the mainstream economy, because we don't want to create a parallel economy to the mainstream, but we want to facilitate linkages between the township and the mainstream economy. And therefore, some of the things that we're going to do is working towards entrenching a culture of entrepreneurship amongst our people, because that's very key and important. If we don't have people who are determined, who are innovative, who understand that entrepreneurship is not easy, it's about hard working. We can put money in whatever efforts that they are making, but if they are not determined, they are not innovative, they are not dynamic, we are not going to succeed. And then there's the issue of the market access.
Right.
There's a huge market in the townships, and that's why big retailers go to the townships. If there was no market, they wouldn't go there. So we will be looking at all those things in terms of how do we harness, because it's not like there is no knowledge completely and skills. There is, but coordination is not enough, and that's why we want to play that role as government of bringing them together so that we can help them succeed.
Well, thank you so much, MEC Lebogang Maile, for coming, the MEC of Economic Development, as yourself, businessman, Mr. Monageng. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go for an ad break now, and when